Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry, and you know what, it's been quite a while since I last played some Battle Brothers. That being said, there's a new free DLC which has expanded and changed the game in significant ways, so I thought it's high time I dived back in. And yes, for all of you Legend mod aficionados out there, that does unfortunately mean that the Legends mod is currently incompatible with this new version of the game. And probably will be for, say, 2 or 3 weeks if past experience is anything to go by. Right, let's dive right in. You see we have a lovely new wallpaper here, and yes, I did have to restart the game a few times to get this one up because it kept wanting to give me the Blazing Deserts and Warriors of the North wallpapers instead. But hey ho, we finally got there in the end. So, this new mini expansion brings with it 2 new origins. We have the Anatomists, who thematically have something in common with the Beast Slayers, who literally have the Witcher as their little map icon. So, for quite some time now in the game, we have had events where a strange man might approach the company and say, excuse me, yes, well, that's a rather interesting bit of dead monster you've got there. I'd like to purchase it for my research, if you don't mind. And either we'd sell it to him for an outrageous price, or we'd say, no thank you, we're keeping it for ourselves. Now it would seem that these strange scholarly individuals have decided to go adventuring, and have begun to use those body parts from monsters to concoct potions which would make them better, stronger, worth 6 million gold pieces, or so they believe. Now, this obviously has a very witchery feel to it, just like the Beast Slayer's origin. I would imagine for this one they are somewhat scholarly and not that suited to combat initially, but after taking a few potions they might change significantly and become rather more apt and adept. We also have the Oath-Taker's origin, which I'm blatantly going to play. This is the long-awaited Crusader-type themed Knights of Honor sort of glorious origin. Now, we've already had the Northern Raiders, we've had the Cultists of Davkul, and there's not been a lot on the religious side for the faithful of the northern part of the continent, of the sort of starting area where most origins begin. And it's nice to see something along those lines. So these are literally religious knights who will take on challenges. They'll take on a challenge of faith. And for 10 days they will obey the strict rules of that challenge. They will suffer the penalties and gain the benefits. And then at the end of that time, they take another oath, swear that oath, and live with that one. And I think that's very thematic. Now, there have been a number of events added to the game for each of these origins outside their origin. So I could be playing like a normal mercenary company and roaming around and meet a crazy old man who'd say, I've made this potion and I'd like to pay one of you to drink it. And it could have an extremely random effect. It could even be poisonous. The person who drinks it could die. It could turn him into a raging super mutant. It could do all sorts of things, right? Because the guy's experimenting. He might not even be any good. And perhaps we might meet, say, a down on his luck knight who's been trying to finish his oath. He's nearly killed and begs us to take it on for him. Or maybe a knight who comes to us and says, look, I want to test your faith. I want you to live by one of my strictures for a while. You know, you swear an oath and then come back to me in like a week's time and I'll reward you if you've managed to keep it. Or maybe he'll even accompany us for a while to see that it's done properly and also help us in the front lines. Who knows? These events obviously will only play in new saves, not existing campaigns. And I am going to absolutely dive in with the Oath Takers now. So, Oath-takers are knightly warriors, beholden not to liege lords, but to the ideals and teachings of their founder, young Anselm. The Order now finds itself in dire straits, and they've turned to you to reverse their fortunes. Can you teach these zealots to become successful mercenaries? Well, I can try. They are paladins. Start with 2 battle-hardened warriors with good equipment. This is going to have something in common with the Lone Wolf origin, where you start with 1 extremely experienced hedge knight with really great equipment and low starting funds. In this case, the starting funds won't necessarily be that low, but good equipment. Good equipment means high maintenance costs. We will struggle in the early game to keep our gear in good shape, and it won't be until the mid game when we can really sort of maintain it properly. This also, they will also be vulnerable to being stunned, to being stun locked, so we will want to protect them by getting a few extra brothers in the company early on. That being said, we'll also have to equip those extra brothers, and the less equipment we can get, the lower our repair costs will be, so we may lose a lot of additional brothers, with these 2 knights being the heroes left standing as everyone else falls around them. It could be very tricky. Oath-takers. Sworn to young Anselm's teachings, you must take oaths that confer various advantages and disadvantages until fulfilled. Let's do it. Obviously, we have new banners. And of course the game stuck me right at the beginning of the normal banners. Any moment now, getting through the southern banners. Oh, that's a new one. Ah yes, so 1 for the anatomists, 1 for the knights, and I will call these the Hallowed Brethren. I'm going to leave the late game crisis random. Thematically, nobles at war or holy war would be appropriate, but it would be nice to see what else comes along. I'm not going to go for permanent destruction this time. I'll leave economic difficulty on beginner, combat difficulty on veteran, starting funds I'll set to medium. I'm not going to enter a specific map seed, I'll just take what the game gives me and see where we go. You knew the game well, and like any good game, you got burned out on the rules and the rule setters. Oaths for this, oaths for that. All you knew is that you never got to hold young Anselm's skull, and last you saw, some Oathbringer had stolen off with the lad's preeminent jaw. Leaving the Oath-takers was the best decision you ever made, if only to preserve what little sanity you had left. Unfortunately, the faithful have a strong nose for the apostate scent. It's not the American apostate, it's the biblical apostate. But it's really hard to do because you have to really conjugate that apo really shortly, is it? So, unfortunately the faithful had a strong nose for the apostate scent. I did it, I went the wrong way. It's really easy to mispronounce that word. When you opened the door this morning, it was like looking at 2 piles of shite some prankster kid had left you. Hildebert and Cunibert in the flesh. The former an older man who simply never shook his beliefs, and the latter a talented squire who reminds you of yourself. No doubt the more mawkish talker, it was the younger lad who made his plea. The Oath-takers need a man familiar with the land to help them around, completing quests and oaths. You shut the door only to find the older man's foot in it. He held up a pile of gold, and your nose must have wrinkled or wiggled because both men lit up. Now you're only going along because times are tough and because mercenary work, even under the disguise of religious duty, can make some outstanding coin. And if someone is willing to bankroll you into such an opulent task, then so be it. There is only one condition. You will take the oath of captaincy, which means all the battling and rough roading will be done by others. Without pause, the oath takers agree, and they show you young Anselm's skull. You've lost touch with the organisation, but seeing the lad's dumb dome still brings a stir to your heart. Cunibert nods. For glory and young Anselm. Let's take a look at our company. I am obviously going to rename these. We have Brother Godrick. And Brother Oswin. It would make sense to possibly swap their names around, but I'm leaving it like this for now. So, Brother Oswin the Squire, melee skill, initiative, melee defense. Ooh. Also we have a shield. We want to preserve this shield because it's of good quality. We don't want it getting smashed up by axes early on. Perhaps for splinters being used as firewood at the camp if it gets absolutely wrecked. Adorned warrior's armour. Good armour. Adorned closed flat top. Okay, we have a nice starting helmet. And an arming sword. An actual sword early game. Nothing special with background there. No special traits or anything. And he's content. And then we have Brother Godrick, who has an adorned mail shirt. Heavy mail coif. Young Anselm's skull. Impressively. And the battle standard. He has 3 stars in resolve, range defense, and melee skill. And typically 3 stars in resolve and a good range defense means a good banner bearer. He is irrational and old. So extra resolve, less hit points, fatigue, and initiative. Right. With the equipment they have, they need fatigue. Am I going to want adrenaline? They're also going to need Colossus, because they're the only 2 people in the company. Student would also be good. Obviously we're taking resolve. That's some good fatigue. Get that range defense in there. I'll go Colossus for now to make up for his old age. Oh, 5. 5 is great. 4 is great. Any of these 3 would be good. The initiative, maybe. Because he's going to get penalties for his age and his armor and everything else. But the initiative's really going to help, as is the health. Oh, that's really tricky. We could go gifted, right? There's an idea. So resilient would be really good. This includes positive effects. Steel Brow is also rather good. Increases durability. Quick Hands, maybe if we got him another weapon. Gifted, I'm liking this idea. Right, maximum on everything. Let's go there, there, and this level, not resolve because he's already had the 2 resolve levels and this is like a bonus level. Wait. 66, okay. I'm more likely to be pumping fatigue than hit points, so yeah, we'll go with that then. No. There we go. Alright, so we'll give you the bandage. And we will head to Krakenland. Something I'm going to have to get used to, because this is not Legends mod, is the entire map being explored. Right, who can we hire? Peddler, minstrel, a monk. Let's hire a monk. Heinrich the monk. Fisherman, maybe. Can we get spears? We can. They are highly expensive spears. And a shield. We can get... If we buy that spear and shield and hire another man, we're going to be so low on equipment. Right. So let's look at this. 231... 359 would leave us 224. We would need to be taking on a job and doing it really quickly. Let's see what tasks are available. You enter a tavern and garner a few looks for your arrival. Men whisper to one each other and women ogle as they tend to do. The bartender fists a cloth into a mug, then calls you over, and yes, it is ogle, look it up in the dictionary. It's not ogle and it's not oogle. If it was ogle there would be 2 G's, if it was oogle there'd be 2 O's. It's ogle like ogre. Or, more importantly, like Njal's saga, where one woman says to her husband in the very first chapter, there is evil in ogling, I see... There's something to do with ogling, I see evil in your eyes, when he's eyeing up another woman at a wedding. You're that mercenary people have been wondering about. Curious, you ask, how could he know, being that you aren't the only man walking around with a sword? He laughs. The eyes. That's where I can see it. You're a man who hunts a most dangerous sort of prey. A life of taking lives is a world in and of itself. But you seek out those lives. You seek out those whose lives have gained such odd values that their death would be but a monetary appreciation to others. A purchase is placed, so thus you become the means to a transaction. It is so, isn't it? You're a bone collector, my friend. A grave digger paid in advance. You nod, understanding. Suddenly a man comes up to you and explains that a local figurehead by the name of Leonard the Councilman wishes to have your ear. When you turn back, the bartender is gone. Well, I'm all ears. Leonard the Councilman's reading one of many scrolls. He angrily tosses it onto a pile of others. The people of Krakenland are rightfully furious. Do you know a brigand, possibly in league with other vagabonds, managed to steal my demonic statue from us? That artifact is of immeasurable value to me, and to the people, of course. You shrug. And you want me to get it back for you? The man points a finger. Precisely. Smart sellsword. That is exactly what I want you to do. Follow the footprints of thievery and return to me the item which the town, rightfully owns. You say demonic statuette. The Crusaders won't take too kindly to this. What's it worth to you? This'll make you a rich man, my friend. It's 50 crowns in advance and another 210 when the job is done. Yeah, we'll accept that. Remember, Crusaders don't haggle over the price. They just pay up straight and honest. Having accepted that contract and taken the 50 in advance, we are going to hire Norman Longnose, the fisherman with his dubious haircut. And we will be purchasing for him a spear and a shield as well. For while he has his fishing net and may very well make good use of it, he could also do with a little more long-term survival. Hey, can we get that in there as well? Oh, we can. That's great. Now, the reason I accepted the quest is it was a short recovery mission. Those are normally quite easy to... well, easy to catch for wrongdoers. Not necessarily so easy to return what is rightfully the employer's, by right of him paying us money. Sitting alone in fort isn't just a physical task. You must clear your mind of all obstruction and distraction, cutting away every element until you are left to darkness in its purest state, where mere glimmers can become divinations, brightly standing amidst all that which is black. And there it is, coming to you in an instant, truth effervescent in its shimmering glory, held out to you by the glow of young Anselm's hand. The truth of your purpose and the harrowed brethren's future. It must undertake but one oath. Evildoers skulk and hide away from the walls of the just. Let us take an oath of fortification and bring those walls to them. Trust your shields as you would put faith in the old gods, for the contribution of the trees and the earth shall not be wasted on the nervous hinge of a coward's arm. Your men build up 25% less fatigue when using shields. The knockback skill now staggers targets on hit. Your renown will increase, which means higher pay for contracts and potentially unlocking new types of contracts. You gain extra renown if none of your men die during the oath. Your men cannot move in the first round of combat. Generally, enemies don't start right within charge range unless we're being ambushed by goblins or orcs, so that's not an entirely bad one to take this early on. We must have the courage to face down any challenge, no matter how daunting. Let us take an oath of valor and prove our bravery to all. Remember in times of peril that courage can overcome skill. While little can be learned through bravery alone, sheer determination shall keep you alive, and that is well enough as any conclusion to the lessons of battle. Your men will never flee in battle. True Templars then. Historically, the Knights Templar never fled the field of battle. There is literally no written record or account of them ever retreating. They always were victorious or died to a man. Your renown will increase. Okay, so, and you get extra renown for winning battles where you are outnumbered. Your men gain 15% less experience. So, for this one, we need to be confident of winning fights with a small elite company of highly skilled warriors. In the early game, we could possibly do this, provided... and yeah, our other company members could perish, making this easier for us to do. Is it outnumbered at the start of the... I think it's at the start of the battle. We cannot live up to young Anselm's example if we obsess over worldly matters. Let us take an oath of sacrifice and hone our purpose to its sharpest point. If all is within the realm of the old gods' gifts, then pain itself shall be their bitterest fruit. But an offering it is nonetheless, and so our battle against pain is one of great selfishness. Abscise from the healer's mend, and equally so from the merchant's lend. None of your men take any crowns as wages. We get additional renown. You gain extra renown for suffering no more than 6 combat injuries in 10 days. Well, we could do this by avoiding combat. The men taking no wages for the first 10 days of a campaign would be really useful, especially if we have to pay for repairs to equipment. I'm kind of liking this one though. 20... Build up 25% less fatigue when using shield skills. Okay, so not when using others. So that would be like shield wall and shield bash for knockback. The staggers could be really good, so I'm going for this one. And we're going to pursue the thieves. There'll probably be a few of them, and we might have a bit of a hard time early on. We'll see. So, what problems do our knights have? 7. Okay. They have the problem of low tier fatigue and heavy equipment. Brigands, just as your employer had thought. They look scared, presumably understanding that Leonard the Councilman's well-paid wrath is about to descend upon them. To arms then, brothers, many brigand thugs. Well, apparently 7 is many today. Right, how are we going to do this? We're going to wait. Come closer so we can throw a net at you. You will also wait. That was dumb. They literally can't reach him. So I shouldn't have waited because that's delaying his initiative for next round. Getting in here. Oh, we can't. Oh, we can't move in the first round, of course. Well, hey, look. You're going to get attacked. Excellent. You throw that net, pal. Yeah. Get that spear wall up. You get that spear up as well. And we'll progress to the next round. So what is our overall goal here, apart from try not to die? He's got a shield up. You're not going to stand a good chance of hitting. Okay, just get that shield up and live. I'm trying for the kill to spread morale penalties to the enemies, and it worked. We have lowered enemy morale. Get that spear up, because they're coming. Oh, he got out of that quick. And that was terrible. Alright. Riposte and shield will be really good. For now, though, we're just going against thugs. If we can get some hits in early. And a miss on the second one. That is not looking good for our knights. Especially not for this fisherman. He's yep. That was predictable. So, the nature of battle has changed. Heinrich, we just want you to keep this man busy and survive. Are we going for... I think we're going for this... No, we just go straight in. No, that worked. Excellent. Try for the kill to demoralize the foes. These are wicked, fearsome men. Or fearful, rather. Not fearful enough yet, though. So what we're trying to do is keep our shield bearer alive while the bannerman picks out victims. Keep that shield up. He's let his guard down now, so that's good. Right. That was very disappointing. Right, we'll just try to finish him off anyway. Excellent. This is going to cost so much in armor repairs. Right. Now that he's let his guard down, let's actually try... Okay. Dagger can get through armor a bit. Club can stun. And the spear... It's a spear. Oh, not enough for a kill. Okay. We'll keep trying for that kill. And we got it. I see some morale lowering there, so that's good. And... the tide is turning. had to try it. Okay. That was a gamble. It paid off. I am pleased. That may be a big mistake. He's not bleeding, is he? No, good. Oh, the head is off and Norman Longnose survived. Admittedly with the loss of an eye. Ah, and pierced chest. Yeah, he's going to be rubbish, basically. We'll take all of these. And I will endeavour to keep them, to get them in good repair for when I... Yeah. I know it's kind of a waste of tools a bit, but it's a matter of pride, you know? The battle is done and the demonic statue was easy to find amongst the corpses of your enemies. You should probably return it to Leonard the Councilman for your just reward. Yeah, let's do that. We got some levels though, so Heinrich... Wait. Cannot move. Yeah, so we can totally heal. Good. Let's pray for a repair all button. There have been a lot of minor game balance changes. Okay, Brother Oswin is good. Heinrich the priest. Clumsy priest. I like the way the oaths show up here as a reminder. Well, as a priest, we'll... You know, he's good on his book learning. Oh, that's terrible. That's good. A bit more resolve would be great. Let's get him the fatigue, though. And Brother Oswin absolutely gets points in there. Hey, 3 points there, not going to complain. 6 here is a bit of a godsend, but let's get that fatigue up so he can use his equipment a little bit better. At least until we can get up to the perks that will, you know, like Battle Forged and stuff like that. So, Colossus is great, takes him up to significantly more health. What else do we need for making... It's brawny, isn't it? So, level 4. It's going to be a while. But let's get paid. Tools, early game, really expensive. Bit of a problem. However, the oaths are fast-tracking us, essentially, towards the higher tier, more endgame stuff. Leonard the Councilman takes the demonic statuette from you, hugging it close as though he'd retrieved a lost child. His eyes get a little teary just looking at his artifact. Thank you, Sellsword. This means a lot to me. I mean, to the town. You have our gratitude. He pauses as you stare at him. His eyes bounce to a corner of the room. Our gratitude, Sellsword. A large wooden chest is opened by a guard. You count the coins and go. What do we want? Better equipment, more mending. We'll sell that. And this. Oh, that's expensive. There's another one skull contract here. Let's absolutely take that. Do these oaths replace company goals? I think they do. So they're short-term goals. Ah, so that's why it's fast-tracking, right? Hubert the Elder's crosses his arms and purses his lips. That's wrong. Ordinarily, I wouldn't ask some sellswords to guard a caravan, but my usual crew is a little out of it. Sickness, drunkenness, licentiousness. I think you get it. What's important is that I have important cargo going to Hakim al-Ramal about a day to the south. And I need someone to watch it. Are you interested? Absolutely, let's talk money. So this is a Caravan Escort quest. You look able, so I'm willing to pay quite a bit. You're to receive 2 crowns a head for every head you arrive with, up to 25, and another 120 when the job is done. Well, we will accept. It's not the greatest pay, but we'll manage. Caravan escorts this early are either total death or very rewarding because the risk just isn't there yet. So, 61 crowns a day. Yeah. We're going to be wanting more food soon. We got more tools. Okay. I don't think we can... 46? Yes. That's very affordable. Right, you. He's stupid. Lost an eye. Pierced chest. He's not getting anything good. You, on the other hand, ripped ear, will heal. Clumsy. What's he got going for him? Could be good with ranged attacks. Health and initiative. That's a bizarre combination. But let's give him something a little more protective to wear, and then head out of town and hope we don't get absolutely murdered on the road. So the road winds down south into the hot desert lands, and that can't be good. You cannot make out who's attacking you in time. You have to defend yourself, and it looks like this is death of a save. Right. Fortifying, well, that's fine. Let's wait for our... Oh, we are so screwed. I think this is the death of the company. Should not have taken this contract. Southerners have very high stats. Oh, and we can't move anyway, so shield up. And they are virtually... They have really high range defense, very high attack values. In the early game, they are a death knell. So the whole south is generally a higher level area. Okay, shield up, spear out. Saw that one coming. Not a lot we could do to stop it. But it's not over until it's over. Let's see how we do. And if we all die, we'll have to start a new company and hope we do a little bit better. Okay. That's low. That's slightly higher. That wasn't high enough. Keep that shield up as long as we can in the hope that something happens to him, but these are mid-tier. These are like raider level enemies, right? That's a good hit. To cut arm sinew, is that? Yes. Got him. Oh, that's double good, triple good, quadruple good. Go spear. They really don't like the banner man. I'm gonna have to do something about that. The fact that these slingers are not openly engaging yet in the combat is to our advantage. Right. Can you try it? It paid off. You, on the other hand, yeah, forget that. Just keep your shield up, lad. Now they can sling in stones. It's dark, so they won't have the best... Oh, hell, that's bad for us, actually. That's very bad for our bannerman. Was hoping Heinrich would hold out a little better there. Hey, you totally lowered your defenses. 51. Let's go for it. That's great. Okay. Are we... We're hitting. If we can shield wall to help keep Norman alive a little bit longer. Or we can try... Ah, probably a crucial error. Let's try shield bashing to knock him off the little hillock he's on. Yep, that's a problem for us. So at this point now, we are desperately needing to claw back some damage. try and turn the tables on the end attackers here. Now, Brother Godrick, this is most crucial. Put your faith behind your spear and plunge it into the heart of this infidel. Oh, yes. Right. Knock back. Bosh. Work it. I'm the king of the castle and you're the dirty rascal, he says. Well, no, he doesn't. He's much better trained than that. He has discipline and decorum. Allegedly. If you want to just stay back there, keep your shield up, I'm not going to complain. Brother Heinrich, your duty is to keep your shield up and lower this man's defense by being adjacent to him and harassing him. Meanwhile, Brother Godrick, that's right. You didn't even need telling. Could have moved him down, didn't quite feel like it. Didn't feel right somehow. Get him! Yeah, that's right. Oh, cut artery. He is so screwed. Yep, he was not long for this world. So now we're down to 2 enemies with ranged weapons who are likely to flee the field. Let's just pull Brother Heinrich back here so he can gasp and recover his breath. Brother Godrick, don't go any further. He might come back. We just want to make sure the enemies continue their retreat. And they do. We'll leave them to it. Norman Longnose is sadly no longer with us, so we'll just recover his gear and that of a few of our enemies. A bit of money, a bit of food. And you know what else I saw? I saw a leather head wrap here for Heinrich to keep him a little safer. Let's pop these on the repair list. How are we doing for equipment repairs here? Okay, we're working on it. Let the caravan continue on its journey, and let us hope that is the only battle we have along the way. We could have chased those 2 fleeing men for their heads, but we weren't going to catch them. Not even remote. Oh, goodness. Yeah, think better of it, pal. The wagon train arrives at into Hakim al-Ramal, each cart bumbling and tumbling their tool wheels over mounds of dried mud. The caravan hands work to unload the cargo, a few of them fighting off a beggar or 2. The leader of the train hands you a satchel, and that's about all he does. He's too busy with his work to say much more to you. The silence is appreciated, and we got paid. Now, southern contracts involve southern enemies and tend to be pretty lethal at this early stage in the game. We could hire someone. Not with that money we couldn't. We could sell this. We've got a bit more money now. Prices in the south are also incredibly high. We have an alchemist's where we could purchase many fine ingredients. A temple where we could tend to our ailments. A weaponsmith for a light southern mace for 576 crowns. We need to work on that. And the arena. Yeah, we probably shouldn't go there. Well supplied, so good prices. And slave revolt. The indebted and the slave class of the city states has taken up arms and rise against their masters. I imagine one or both of these will be related to chasing down slaves or chasing slaves out of a nearby hiding spot. Indebted are hard to come by, and weapons and armors have been swept from the market. Yeah, we probably shouldn't buy any weapons or armor. They'll be heavily overpriced. I think we should just head back north and look for employment back up there. Just be grateful we had a task bring us down here. So, Oath Fortification for another 9 days. Cannot move in the first round of combat. We can take that. What we can also do, however, is pull the standard back. I don't think we should do that just yet. I think, for now, we should hold off on that. We need more tools. I see this branching road leading off somewhere new, and because this isn't a Legends mod, it's taking me to southern locations. Let's head up north, where life is cheap and wages might be somewhat lower, and get away from these nomads. We don't have any caravan hands on our side at the moment. Wooden Watchtower, I don't think we'll get help from. Krakenland job may take us down south, so we'll just head a little further north to the next town. Oh, for goodness sake! Raiders, we're dead. So dead. We haven't taken oath against withdrawing from combat. This is far too much for us. Oh, damn it, because we can't move in the first round of combat. No. Messed up. Big mess up. There's no coming back from that. Right. Look, we'll give it a try, okay? Yeah, you may have seen the shite watch there on the... So, we can't retreat. Get that into my mind. In which case, oh my enemies, for you are numerous, highly skilled and well equipped, we will face you and spear out, shield up in case they make it in. Counter, and that two-handed hammer is very dangerous to us. And we miss. I appreciate you returning the favour in the missing department. That's rather grand. Yeah, that's a problem. Now, the other problem we have is he's already gone, so hitting him isn't our best option, but... Oh! Well, that's good. Man for 200x is also a... Yeah, he's a big problem. He's a shield killer. Well, let's try for a kill. 26? What the... Oh, my goodness. Understood. Smashed hand. Yeah, we're done for. This is the death of a company. Not a lot I can do about it for now. Oh, you coward. You run away at the very end. Yeah, you don't even deserve to live. But come on. Raiders on day 3 was that? Unbelievable. Not even going to read this. That was tragic. Well, we better do better this time. We'll keep the same company name, keep the same banner, keep the same options, and just hope things go a lot better, because that was just really tragic. So, again, similar to the whole issue with the... Yeah. Godrick the Virtuous and Oswin. Bertwin kind of works as a religious name. Oh, Spartan. Oh, hello. Athletic. Yeah! This is good. Yeah. 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 And then we grab you gifted and go duh, duh, Chapter. There we go. So, we need numbers. We need to get the company numbers up. We also need equipment for those numbers. It's not easy in the early game. Peddler. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll have a beggar. Now that's good. Caravan hands are really good in the early game, but we need the numbers. So we have a priest. Got a damaged spear, that's great. Another damaged spear, that's also great. A damaged shield, that's wonderful. You will each have a spear. The shield, ailing, not ailing, and melee defense. 5-1, yeah, okay, look, we want to keep you alive a bit longer. Ugh. Got a knife to sell. Okay, jobs. Man immediate approaches, yeah. Searching. Yes. Try and find the undone fortress. 300 crowns. That is great as long as you find it north and somewhere around the region of Fair Range. Let's do it. Arrogance is an insidious killer. Let us take an oath of humility and reflect on our shortcomings for a time. Men gain 10% more experience. Extra renown for completing 6 contracts in 10 days. Not if we're going searching for a random location out in the countryside. That's just not going to happen. We must have the courage to face down any challenge, no matter how daunting. Let us take an oath of valor and prove our bravery to all. Men will never flee from battle. Extra renown for winning battles you're outnumbered. Yeah, early game. Evildoers sky. We'll go this one. So, Fair Range up this way. Undone Fortress in that general direction. Are we better crossing here or going the long way around? I think we're better crossing here. Right. Well, you sight the undone fortress in the glass of your scope and mark it on your maps. Easy enough. Time to return to Steinar the Guildmaster and get paid. Great. We can probably take that other one skull contract as well while we're at it. With renown rocketing up, we're going to need to be leveling our brothers up as well, getting good quality brothers. We get paid, that's great. We have a little bit of money. Take the other contract. Crystal Skull, Stolen Thieves, great. We would ideally like to have another man in the company. Ugh. If we take Peddler. Ugh. Impatient and ailing, that's really bad. Better get and 1-star range. We better get him a ranged weapon quick. For now though, oof. Spear it is. Keep that dagger handy. We might find a really good use for it. Shields we will have to get upon our return. Well, we're headed back up in this direction again. That's right. Don't you dare. Don't you dare wrap around and... Oh, for goodness sake! Well, this certainly is a harder origin, and we're dead again. Can we get round here? No. We are so screwed. So this is going to be one of those origins where you just get the really hard encounters right from the get-go, just to make sure you really die. Lovely. I should go here. Pull him to here, not here. You're good. Pull you back to there, like that. You just pray. You're going to need... Oh, for goodness sake. And death of the company. Well, this is an unfortunate beginning to the new DLC. Right, what can we do to tweak this? No, you're bad. Wait. And wait. You're not going to come out to play? Bollocks, we got a problem. These are ooh, okay. And then he swarms up here. It depends how long he spends throwing axes as opposed to getting in there to fight. But for now... Stab him and fail! Well, that was predictable. Yeah. Oh, you... Okay. Don't give him the big swoop. Oh, we're screwed. Right. You are obviously a big problem. Tiny start to a big problem solution. Right. Axe is a bigger problem. And we missed anyway. Because apparently tonight the dice hate me. Most unfortunate. I would suggest that maybe I'm a bit rusty, but with the luck I've been having the last few months, I probably shouldn't even try and blame it on anything. And just go, hey, it's a hard start. Alright, we need to get rid of you. And it's not going to happen quick enough. That is rubbish. Okay. So, should we do something radically stupid? I think we should. I mean, what annoys me about this encounter is it wasn't even part of the contract. It was just some bunch of arseholes who wanted to kill us. Maybe someone paid them, but I have my doubts. I think they were just doing it for our stuff. Well, joke's on them. After they battered our equipment to bits, they won't have much use for it. I mean, that shield's a goner. Right. Look, might as well before you die. And miss twice. Lovely. Game hates me. Great. Well, we're going to start again, because that was just rubbish, but I think I'll have to do that in the next episode. That's a very disappointing. It's a disappointingly hard... Look, is it like the old Hunter's Origin, where you would have a pack of like 6 or 7 wolves beelining for you from day one, right? Are there always raiders coming to kill us? Do we have a limited time period before the raiders strike? I think we possibly do. And it's annoying because we had some nice traits in there last time as well. Okay, how can we turn this around? We Right, the ranged defense, we don't need it as much in the early game. Okay, these are very low numbers. That's very disappointing. Take the initiative then, and gifted. We want melee defense. We want health. We want fatigue. All those things are good. Oh, goodness. Fat and hates greenskins. Hates beasts and Night Owl. Oh, this is just doomed already from the start. I mean, Night Owl's nice. The hatred traits are good. The fat, maybe he'll work it off in time. You never know. Ah, are we... I mean, we're at the point of having to grab... Is this dumb? Hello! Oh, yeah, we don't have that money. But what we could do is be ridiculously excessive and say quality over quantity. Might, if we're really lucky, pay off. Ooh, strong and superstitious. Great! Could be much worse. Give us the job. Come on. I want to end with a company alive at the end of an episode. But it's going on too long. Oh, thievery. Great. Yeah, let's go get killed by a group of 6 or 7 thieves because there's not enough of us. Outnumbered? Sure. So yeah, getting our equipment broken down in the early game, gonna happen a lot. Raising money to do that, we'll do that as we complete tasks. Right, look, here's what we want to do. We want you to come to us and die. Please do that. You, mate, are in deep, deep trouble. Or maybe not as much as you. I need you here. Yes, that'll do. And I said you were in trouble. It didn't matter, apparently. Spear up. Let them come. They're waiting a lot. Interesting. And of course, we're hoping for these riposte kills here. Got him! Not a kill, but a significant morale hit for them. Look, the only reason he's spear walling is to stop Oswin getting outflanked, right? It's area denial. The damage as we repel them is nice. Not going to complain about that at all, you know. Right. Keep that spear up. Should have maybe moved him to here to stop him coming around here a bit as well, but I thought I'd keep the flank and give outnumbering bonuses for combat. Right. We need to kill you. Or at least hurt you seriously. And then you'll do. Oh, not quite a kill, but hey, we've messed up their faith significantly. They had no honor. Hello to Spear's Reach. You are now within Spear's Reach, and you may die. It goes like this. Here's a spear, there's your body. I would like the two to interface with one another rather directly. Hey, this is great. Let's kill him. Worked. And him. Excellent. Are you going to try run away now? Great, because we've got a guy with a spear who'd like to come down and introduce himself to your flail-wielding friend. I should not get overconfident in this early starting mission. This is the kind of thing you'd normally expect early on. Can I get you? Yeah, I'll get you first. Right. Yeah, mate, you better run for it. We'll let you. We don't want to waste our weapons. Okay. Time to get paid. And mark these all for repairs. Right, Brother Oswin. You're obviously getting Colossus. Oh, that's a terrible health roll. That's great, though. These are both great. we can get that next level. Okay. How many are we trying for? 3 more outnumbered? Well then, we should try not to hire too many more people. Not that we can afford too many more anyway. Elmer, maybe. Torkel. I mean, that's... The nets are expensive. Okay, we probably don't want to hire any of these people. Equipment then. Ah, high price. That's nice and cheap though. 42 of 50, yeah. It is an upgrade. We'll keep this leather cap in case we hire someone else who can wear it. And I believe we're headed off on the road looking for employment. But first off, we want our men to look like true crusaders, so let's do that. And we'll give you... Where are we? Yep. I mean, that kind of works. No, I know what we'll do. Give you that one. I mean, you, my friend. Ooh. Gone a bit far in this direction, haven't we? Okay. Yep. And not that one because that's already in use. What was I looking for? I was looking... Oh, hey! That works. Sure. And you just... You're kind of new, you're tagging along, you know, still learning the ropes. Alright, we got a company. Early game. Hope we don't get killed by raiders again. When I make it to another settlement, I will probably end the episode. Let me know what you guys think of this DLC. It's you know, it's a little bit of nice new flavor. Honestly, it just got announced a few weeks ago. We didn't expect it to be coming, and it's too late to... Oh no, okay. Ah, expensive people. Okay, fine. A 1 skull contract, we can do that. Tools are still horrifically expensive. Yeah. What's the job? Grave robbers? Okay, we can try it. As long as it's not Nachzerers. Which it probably is. Where is it? Out this way. Lovely. Well, we're almost guaranteed to be outnumbered again, and I've definitely been recording for long enough, so I'm going to leave this one here around the time we get to the D in Speedwell Fields. I hope you've all enjoyed this episode, and I do look forward to seeing you all in the next one. I'm going to say goodbye for now, though, and cheerio, everyone!